Hi, Jessica Magooch back with the Monday Morning Motivator. We're here with Rob Kellner from Karma Calls and Sales Developers. And if you missed last week's, go ahead and check out the last in the series to hear Rob's story and how he developed Karma Calls and some of his best tips for approaching cold calling, which he calls Karma Calls. And today he's going to share his 4-step method for developing your own karma calls and why he's so successful getting people interested and engaged in what he's talking to them about. So, Rob, I'll let you take it over.
Sure. So, the first step of karma calls starts with gratitude, and it's something that people don't hear enough of. And when you express it with true sincerity and authenticity, it changes the climate of the call from, okay, who is this person on the phone who I don't know? Why am I on this phone? How quickly can I get them off the phone?
Mm-hmm.
To this sense of, okay, I'm in a safe zone. And it starts off very much the same for every call. And it's, hey, Jessica, I am grateful to you for taking this call. I hope you believe in a little karma and have a quick minute. Have you ever heard of the sales developers? And I can actually hear them on the other line I can feel their energy change from a sense of this unknown, who is this person?
Mm-hmm.
The sense of, okay, this is not going to take forever. It's a friendly call. Yes, I don't know them, but there was a pattern interruption
Mm-hmm.
that exists, that once again takes them from one side of the table to the next, because they're just not hearing it. What they're normally hearing are people jumping in, value propositions. I can do this for you, that for you, and everything. And so I'm being, once again, it's this, and it's true appreciation, because I am grateful. I am grateful that I'm speaking to them, because there's an opportunity to connect with someone, and that's all I'm looking for on a day-to-day basis, are people who I'm willing to connect with. So that's the
So that's
first.
a huge mindset shift for most people who are doing that work, right?
It's a huge mindset, because most people think I'm only going to express gratitude and say thank you at the end of the call.
Right. Or
Thank
if
you
I
for your
make a
time,
sale.
or I make a sale, or if
Or
it was a good
set an
call.
appointment, right?
So my thought is, why wait until the end? I'm grateful, because the other thing it says is, Jessica, I am grateful because I know your time is so valuable.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it be 30 seconds, a minute, or 5 minutes, I'm taking your time, and I'm grateful for it. And I'm going to go and appreciate it, and I'm going to respect it in such a way. And to show that I'm grateful, I am grateful for the time, and I'm not just going to waste it, because and it might be 30 seconds, but you want to know something? Time is so precious, and I don't care if it's 5 seconds, 30 seconds, or an hour. It is precious. And
So that kind of neutralizes the emotion, right? So it's not like, combative right off the bat like most cold callers. So then
uh,
what's step 2?
step two is a sense of curiosity, or remarkability, meaning if I have to go and talk about something that makes you think, and typically it's not necessarily your value proposition, because we all see value propositions of, hey, I can help you increase your sales, or I can help you um, save money. We see that every single day.
Right.
So the key behind it is creating something that just makes someone think a little bit more, and typically it might even be something about their own business.
Mm-hmm.
For instance, if I were calling you, hey, Jessica, I saw that you work with so and so. I had some questions for you. And this is, once again, this is now not about me. So typically, our value propositions are very narcissistic. While they might be great, but it's about me, as opposed to it being about, hey, Jessica, I know a little something about you. Let me throw something out to you that I think might be of some interest to start a conversation, as opposed to me bullying in and say,
Mm-hmm.
here's everything that I can do for you. I want to solve your problems.
Yeah.
And it's like, wait a second, you haven't earned the right to have this conversation with me until we
Most
have.
cold callers are 99 out of 100 are, reading through a script and just they're trained just get through the script as many times as possible, and a certain percent of people will be interested and just
It's
plow
and I
through it.
plow through it, and I'm okay with scripts, but the big difference between there's reading a script and then there's delivering a script.
Right.
And just like every Broadway show has a script, but you can't read it. It needs to be, delivered in a
Mm-hmm.
way, once again, starts off with gratitude, creates some sort of curiosity, and then which leads us to the next step is empathy. And this is kind of like, okay, once again, I'm calling somebody. I'm open to everything. I'm open to the fact that they might be in desperate need of my services, which is probably about less than 3% of people who are desperately in need of any service right now.
Mm-hmm.
Those who are in such a bad place in their lives, both personally and professionally, that it doesn't really matter what I do or say, they just are trying to get through the day.
Right.
Get on the train home, let me get through the day because I'm looking for another job and you're just another ball. I can't juggle another ball. So I'm open, and I'm open to the fact that this is still not necessarily a rational decision,
Mm-hmm.
and that I am being unbelievably empathetic. And so I must admit, I'm not a huge, this whole idea of overcoming objections and going back and forth. I'm not a huge fan of that.
Mm-hmm.
Granted, if they say something to me, and what they say to me is something that misguided, or hey, then I'm certainly answering a question. But I'm not looking. If I do the first two steps right, gratitude and curiosity,
Right.
then we're out of this dynamic of these objections for the sake of, I'm not interested. It's no, no, hey, I'm not interested because we just, signed a contract, or we're too small, or there's a million, those are all
Right.
valid
Right.
objections. So I want to hear, I want to listen really well and be empathetic to those who, like I said, who are just not interested,
Mm-hmm.
and that's okay. And to those who might not be interested because we want to engage in a conversation.
Okay. And then what's the last step? We have like a minute left.
So the last step is just bringing amazing energy to every single call. So I don't care whether or not you're interested or not interested. I'm going to leave you with more energy than when you started. And that starts from the very beginning. Now, one of the ways I like to end a call is
Mm-hmm.
to bring humor. This is not for everybody, and I have one joke that I tell every call. Are you ready for it?
Yes,
I don't know if I told you this one. I might be
you
putting you on
did.
the spot. Oh, okay.
Good.
So
Go for it.
what do you call five cold callers on the bottom of the ocean?
What do you call five cold callers on the bottom of the ocean, Rob?
A good start.
Ah!
I will tell you this, what it does is two things. It leaves them in a better place. And I know the next time I follow up with them a week from now, it will go, they will remember me. And I can't tell you how many times people were not interested. I'm calling them a week later, and now all of a sudden
And
it's a
they
different
are.
conversation. And I know we have 10 seconds left. The other thing is, it puts me in a much better frame of mind for my next call because I'm feeling great about this call. And Jessica, you said no. I gave you the joke. But Jim, you are now getting me all fresh and ready to go.
All right. Thanks, Rob, for coming on today. I'm going to drop his links below so you can reach out to him if you need your help. And we're going to do some more in-depth training for our members-only membership course next. So thank you, Rob from Karma
Thank you.
Calls. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Have a great day, everyone.
Bye
Bye.
bye.
It's the Monday Morning Motivator with Magooch